For many East Texas families, baseball and softball are a weekly part of their life. From t-ball to tournaments to Little League at parks and fields all over East Texas. But for some families that have children with disabilities, access to America's favorite pastime isn't always so easy. And that's where a special group called the Miracle League of East Texas is stepping up to the plate to construct a new, fully accessible baseball field right here in Longview. Hi, I'm Shawn Hara, and this is Living in Longview, a show about City of Longview government and services. Today, we're going to be talking about that baseball field, and we're joined today by Vikki Jones with the Miracle League of East Texas, and also Laura Hill, the City of Longview's Director of Community Services. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Vikki, let's start by just talking about what is the Miracle League of East Texas, and what's this project that you guys are doing?
Well, the Miracle League of East Texas has been formed to construct a specially built baseball field that meets the needs of children with mental and physical challenges. There are probably about 18,000 kids that qualify to play on this field within about a 40 to 50 mile radius. And it's not uncommon for families to travel up to 90 minutes one way to be able to have their children play.
Wow, so that, I mean, it's a great project that you guys are doing, and it's something that, you know, it really is a need here. And I think a lot of people don't realize how many families could really benefit from something like this. You know, why is this project resonating so much with communities right here in East Texas?
I think it's just kind of pulls at your heartstrings. It touches everyone's lives. If you can imagine all of those ball games going on at Lear Park, and then think about all those kids that are playing, how excited they are, and if they couldn't play, all they could do is just watch. And then think about a field where all that's changed, where the playing field is actually leveled.
You know, this isn't a project that is new across the country, but it's new to East Texas. How was it that you got involved and that this project really got going here locally?
I was attending a leader cast 2 years ago. I work for RLM General Contractors, and my boss was sitting next to me, so we build things, and we saw a little snippet on a town that had come together and built a Miracle League field. And I turned to him and said, hey, oh my gosh, we've got to do this. We've got to bring this to Longview. After a little bit of investigation, I found out that Bob Graham and Mike Tamanio had already formed a board to start fundraising efforts to bring a field here to Longview. So once I contacted them, that was it. I was hooked and in and just totally excited about the project.
So you really jumped in with both feet and have been running, and so many others from throughout the community have also been helping out. And
yes,
like you said, things are already moving along quite well. And in fact, you guys already have your team mascot, right? The Miracle League mascot, who we actually have with us here today. Who is this?
This is Homer. Homer is our official mascot, and he just kind of represents everything that's great about the Miracle League.
Hey,
When children and adults alike see him, their faces just light up, and he will be visiting our games and our special events. He's already making quite a splash around the community. So.
Very nice. Well, Homer, thanks for being with us today. I'm sure you're going to be a big hit everywhere you go and for all of the Miracle League games once that field is constructed and ready to go. Laura, you know, when you think about this project, and it makes me think back to some of the other successful partnerships that have taken place that have really grown the Longview Park system. What's the city's role in a project like this?
The city's role is we have parks, we have land, and we have a lot of capacity. And we love working with groups that want to improve our community. They bring passion, they bring vision. And as an example, we received our universally accessible playground at Spring Hill thanks to Ambucks 2. They did the fundraising, they did the planning, they generated the interest within the community. They got it built, and now the city maintains it.
And that was a very expensive project, wasn't it?
It was very expensive. Not as expensive as this one, but it was thrilling to see that unification of the community to a common vision. And this is happening again with the Miracle League of East Texas and the field they're going to build at our youth sports complex.
Yeah, so it really is a community-led effort. It's not something where, you know, okay, there's this dream and then suddenly it happens. It's volunteers coming together, and the city's coming along as a partner, but really is community-led.
Correct.
So let's talk a little bit about that as far as the volunteers that have come together and the fundraising efforts. What is the goal in order to get this project off the ground?
Our goal is somewhere around $850,000. To construct the field is quite expensive. The field itself has about a 4 or 5 inch concrete base, and then there's about 2 inches of a specialized surface that goes across the top. It looks just like a baseball field, but it is completely smooth so that any assistive device can go over it very easily. If children fall, it's a little bit more forgiving than hitting the dirt. There are so many extra shaded areas, you know, places that are big enough for wheelchairs and things to fit in, extra handicap accessible restrooms, things like that. So a lot goes into it.
Much more than just your normal baseball fields, which are also expensive, but this is really taking it to a whole other level to provide what special needs need to be met.
Exactly.
So how can people get involved? How can they give? How can they be a part of this project?
Well, first they can start by visiting our website. It's miracleleagueofeasttexas.com. That will tell you a little bit more about the field, what it's about, and give you the contact information on how to get involved as a volunteer. If you want to be a donor financially, that's awesome too. But we also need a lot of volunteers. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and it is strictly a volunteer board. No one gets paid, so we are just very grateful for anyone who wants to pitch in and lend their time and talents.
And there are also a lot of fundraisers, right?
Yes, we do have a lot of fundraisers, anything from golf tournaments to mud runs to
all kinds of activities.
Exactly.
Anything to get this available for those 18,000 residents around this area that are looking forward to the opportunity to play baseball and softball and get involved, just like, you know, they see their friends and neighbors already participating in sports right here in East Texas. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add about this project and how it's moving forward?
It really, it touches so many lives, but it goes beyond the children who the field is built specifically for. There's an extensive volunteer system. Once the league play starts, these children will have a buddy on field so that they can actually have help getting to those bases or hitting the ball or whatever needs to happen. So we've got coaches, we've got other mainstream kids who are getting involved. When we're not using the field for baseball, it will be used for other things, maybe basketball games, movie nights, bringing in guest speakers for these families. It becomes very much a social hub for those children, their families, and the community. So it's a great way of bringing everyone together.
Very good. Laura, anything else that you'd like to add?
The city just hopes the community will support the Miracle League of East Texas in this endeavor. It's truly going to be another jewel in our crown, and we do need the entire community to support it in some way. So please come out. Please go to their website and help them get this done.
Very good. Well, thank you for all the work that you and the board have already been doing, and we wish you the best of luck and success as this moves forward.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more, like she said, you can go online to miracleleagueofeasttexas.com. And there you can find any way that you can get involved in making this project a success right here in Longview. And of course, you can learn more about the Longview Park System and all of the City of Longview online at longviewtexas.gov. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of Living in Longview.
Howdy East Texas, I'm Neil McCoy, inviting you to become a part of the largest block party in the country called National Night Out with the Gregg County Sheriff's Office and Longview Police Department. On the first Tuesday of October, get with folks in the neighborhood to provide stronger, safer neighborhoods. By having a block party, we want you to find out where one is in your neighborhood and be part of it, or you can even hold one yourself. What really turns me on is the shake. We can't wait to see you at a party.